You know what time it is. And here we go. Good evening, and welcome to the Big Show. I'm your host, Big Chungus, and I'm coming to you live from the IGL Mothership. We've got a great show for you tonight, folks. It is 11:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time on April 16th, 2020, and today is a Thursday, which means it's a great day for some KQB action. It is week 2 of the IGL West Spring Circuit, and tonight we have a matchup featuring Tier 1 teams. We've got the 6th seeded Lit, who is currently at 0-1, versus the number 1 seeded Soak Squad, who sits at 1-0. To help me sort all this out, joining me to my right in studio on the ones and twos is my producer, Mr. Meeseeks. I also have a very special guest with me here tonight. You know her as the queen of the KQA scene, as well as a mod for our wonderful Discord community, not to mention the newest member of Soak Squad. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show, Daddy. Daddy,
What's
welcome
up?
aboard. Glad to have you.
Hi, what's up, you guys? I'm sitting here playing some mahjong, eating some coconut 7-layer bar, and I'm ready to go.
I can see that. I can see you there all the way on the opposite side of the studio. Appreciate you keeping your distance, triangulating yourself away from me and Mr. Meeseeks.
2 meters, fam. 2
That's
meters.
right. Safety first here all the time. That's how we roll on the big show. Thanks so much for coming. Before we get going, I want to give a quick plug to my charity of choice this season. It is the United Way COVID-19 Relief Fund. You've seen a lot of people talking about it in Discord. So please, if you have the chance and you're able to, please hit that donate button below and give what you can. At the end of the season, I'll be making all donations to that fund and posting the results in Discord. There's more information if you scroll down below. Unfortunately, at this time, I'm only set up to be able to receive donations via PayPal. So I know it's a bit of a pain, but go ahead and set up that PayPal account. You can link your credit card there and go ahead and make those donations. So thank you all in advance for that.
No.
All right, Daddy. So
I just got ruined. Sorry,
get
guys.
right to it. No problem. We got all kinds of problems over here. We're going to work through it. Meeseeks, cut the music. We got some talking to do here. All right, Daddy. So we got lots to talk about here. We got some time before the start of the show. I thought it might be a good idea to recap what happened last week. There was lots of good Tier 1 West Coast action.
Yeah, no, there's some crazy stuff going. Both coasts, West Coast was a lot of fun to watch. Even this week so far, like, really exciting to see.
Yeah, so as we mentioned last time, of course, last season there was just all 12 teams, I believe it was, in Tier 1 were all together. This season things have been divided up into East Coast and West Coast. We've got 8 teams on the West, 9 teams on the East. That means each week we've got 4 West Coast games, 4 East Coast games. So lots of Tier 1 action get caught up on. This past week we saw all the favorites came out on top. We saw Silk Squad beat Silver Smurfers 3-0. We saw Hive in Place beat Terror Bears 3-0. B Team beat up on Snailer Moon 3-1. And then there was a close one between Gang and Lit. That one went down to the wire 3-2. So lots of good action there last week. Here today, we've got, of course, Lit coming in. They're 0-1 right now. They did drop their first match against Gang. We can go through their rosters. What are you expecting to see from these guys today?
Well, we have run through Lit for us really quick.
Okay.
Who's on that?
Let's do that. Let's go ahead and let's bring up the rosters. A big shout out here, of course, to Smash, working hard at IGL, bringing us all kinds of pretty cool new footage. We've got some roster lists for you guys, so you can take a look at that here. Lit's roster, their captain and queen is Kat. They've also got Froggy, Venga, Lugia, Cheese Nips, Michael Bolton, and 20%. Here I'm going to throw up some of the starters. Let's see. You guys should be seeing this here in just 1 second. We got Meeseeks working hard behind the scenes, trying to bring you guys some footage. Taking a look at the two teams, you can see their overall stats right there. You can see Soak Squad, they got a 2-1 KD ratio. That first match, they went pretty hard with the military and the snail.
Yeah, for sure. On Lit, I would say when we're Lit has one of the players I think is like really important to watch that's up and coming, and that's Cheese Nips. I saw some crazy warrior play from them last week, and they're also just like have insane objective pressure when they're not up. Like watching the rise of them again. They had a team last season that was you knew they were up and comers, you knew they were going to do big stuff, and I feel like Cheese Nips has come in to the next season just ready to go. He complements Cat so well, and he's playing again with Froggy Fro. So it's that dynamic right there is really good. Froggy Fro, another one who just hitting every freaking berry on maps where they're running objectives. So I feel like we're going to see some objective heavy gameplay from Lit tonight. I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, so right now, taking a look at the Queen matchups. Again, Soak, they went real heavy on the military last time. They had the 2-1 KDR, and a big reason why here, you check out Lunchmeat. Look at that in the first match, he had a 34-2 KDR, just pretty insane. We got HDD in chat giving the shout out to Lunchmeat, getting that one berry as well. I'm going to go on a limb and guess that was probably an incorrect stat entry there. You also see Pavincat with a respectable 4-1 KDR. So really, I feel like Cat's going to have his hands full here trying to contain Lunchmeat, isn't he?
Yeah, and just historically, Pavon has had like a really aggro style of queening that helps him sometimes, but I think against a team like Soak that is has players a player dynamic that is equal parts like aggressive and cautious and calculated. Like Goose just has amazing patience and calculated kills, and then you got HDD who can just come in like with that mace and works his angles, knows his spacing very well. And for a queen to go up against a team like that, you have to make sure that you, number one, understand your own spacing, and that you know when it's time to fight and when it's time to make sure your team has what they need. So Pavon really needs to get down and dirty with that, make sure that he is playing to the strengths of what his team is doing in the moment, not necessarily constantly trying to respond and pick off Soak, because those are some fights that you really don't want to pick. Obviously, third warrior rounding that out is Nar. And Nar is one of those players who can also do anything. And is an amazing warrior, has done some crazy stuff with Speed Warrior recently. Really exciting to watch that and practice and stuff. So I don't know. We'll see what happens, but just some big stuff for Lit and Pavon to go up against today.
Mace guy coming through in the clutch with a big donation. Much appreciated, man. Big shout out, guys. If you got the chance, please go ahead and donate, as you saw the Mace guy do. Man, I'd slap you high five, but we know that's not safe right now. So I'll go ahead and give you a big, strong elbow bump. Thanks a lot for that. Daddy, you did mention some of the workers. We'll go ahead and we'll cut to their stats here. You did mention Cheese Nips was some of that you were talking about. And there you see it. There's some of those berry tosses stats you were talking about before.
Yeah, for sure. They've come out, and I've just been watching them play in both in these games and in the weekend events. Week after week, they're on a team that like is climbing to the top, and Cheese Nips is one of the main parts of that. Just super aggressive when he needs to be, and playing to the objective that his team needs to be doing as well. I'd give the equivalent of like to the Goose on Soak, right? Like Goose is filling whatever void the teams need at any given moment. And he's really good at that. I think Cheese Nips is that kind of like clutch factor for Lit, and I'm really excited to see how he turns it up tonight.
And then you see Mace God there, of course. He's rocking that strong KDR. He got his name, of course, of Mace fame. We know what he does. We know what he brings to the table. He's their main military guy. As you say, Goose, he'll kind of plug in whatever is needed. Nar's the newcomer on the squad, taking my spot from last season. He's been more of their eco guy. He'll push objectives. He'll throw in berries. You see a lot of snail pressure there, 835 per game. He's kind of their go-to snail guy there.
I feel weird whenever we start talking about Soak. I feel like we're gonna give something away that we shouldn't be talking about. But honestly, like being on a team with them now and playing with them for a while, we've had the nice little insights onto what really makes stuff happen with this team. And I think when we watch players like HCD just like such a strong ledge and such like a reliable ledge, and like there's very few, in my opinion, Mace players that you don't want to dogfight. Like you don't want to mess with them. Like and he's definitely one of them. Like as a queen, you have to understand immaculate spacing because he understands his um entire peripheral, and he kind of can like telegraph what a queen is going to do, and he knows like the perfect moments to duck out of a situation. He's also unfortunately really good at like kicking in berries as a mace, which is like super unfortunate for other teams, but it's so awesome for us. So when you have a player like that, it's like you have to know like, okay, do I need to go clear them right now? Do I need to send a warrior to them right now? And it's one of those things where no one wants to like mess around with hot dick. So I'm really excited to see how that gets played out right now. And then Goose, of course, just like, I don't know. I always say Goose is like the glue that holds this team together because the man's gonna come out as a warrior and he's gonna have just like perfect calculated kill. Like whether it's a warrior or the queen, a lot of times it's the queen. He's super good at like timing out queen dashes, which it blows my mind every time. But he also hits every berry throw in the game. Every map, every berry throw, Goose knows it. So again, let's got some stuff cut out for them.
Yeah, they certainly do. They've got their work cut out for them. You can see their stats of the workers there. As we mentioned, they dropped to 0-1 last week. You were part of the discussion in the seeding of the teams. Ultimately, the seeds didn't end up mattering a heck of a lot. All these teams are going to essentially play pretty much everyone else in the division. So it didn't end up mattering a heck of a lot, but just kind of give everyone a relative sense of what the strengths of the teams were. Lit was seeded in 6th spot. So Squad came in at number 1.
The biggest thing about seeding, if we like we saw last season with preseason seeding, or there was no seeding rather, and so you had some teams like the team that was considered the number 1 seed in Tier 1 play only, I think, 2 other teams that were considered in the top 8 seeds, right? Whereas you had other teams. I believe Penguins team, they had to play like 3 or 4 of their weeks were top 8 seed teams. And that can pose a big challenge for number 1 seeding a single elim, because then if you don't do that pre-seeding and you do just have like a random hodgepodge, like how do you correctly seed your single elimination tournament? Like what basis do you have off of if there wasn't really like an evenly matched pool to begin with? So I'm really happy that they came back and they did this time, and they took a lot of consideration and they listened to the community and got community feedback for it. So shout out to IGL for like making that happen, because I think we're going to see, number 1, you're going to see a lot better matches during these pools, which I think has been totally evident in the last week and a half of matches. And you're also going to see, I think, a more calculated bracket for that single elimination tournament, which is also going to yield really dope matches.
Absolutely. And so with 8 teams in this tier, all the teams will be making the playoffs. So really this regular season is an opportunity for teams really to kind of fine-tune their skills, figure out what roster combinations work for them, and then really get prepared and get ready to go. So once the playoffs roll around, as you mentioned, it is all single elimination. So at that point, there's really no time for messing around. You've got to have your act together and know exactly what your game plan is going to be.
Yep, for sure.
All right, we got, Sklover with a big donation, 66. Thank you, man. Big, strong elbow bump goes out to you. We got HDD and Sklover donating. Guys, if you're just joining us, please scroll down below, click that donate button. We are trying to raise some money here for COVID. It's the United Way COVID-19 Relief Fund. Go ahead, click that button, donate through your PayPal account, which you can link with a credit card, and give what you can. There's a lot of people out there who need the help. Thanks, Sklover, big time. Much appreciated.
Shout out to the community today, because we brought up the United Way COVID Relief Fund that Chungus is doing through his stream today, which is just freaking amazing. Like, thank you guys so much. Thank you, Chungus, for putting that together. But then we had the community turn around and be like, hey, if you like be an asshole to Chungus on the Discord. We're gonna donate more money, and then everyone's like, "Heck yeah, let's do this!" And
Yeah.
so we have like 3 different people that are matching donations.
Yeah,
And thank you
big shout
guys
out
so much. Like
to
that's
Brick
so
Matt
amazing.
for getting that
Yeah,
started with the thumbs down. A lot of people probably don't know what the thumbs down business is all about.
it's all love. It's
It
all
is all
love.
love. I've got a friendly rivalry going on with Penguin Peeps. Penguin, but in particular Brick Matt, I've been giving him a hard time for a while in the Discord. I basically thumbs down almost just about any post of his I can find. Just kind of a funny joke that's been going on between the two of us. So big shout out to him for being a real awesome sport and raising money through thumbs downing my post, which is a pretty funny turn of the tables there. But much appreciated, man.
I love it. Brick Matt's a genius. Visit
good.
his island on Animal Crossing. Do it, I dare you.
Really? He's got a lot going on over there?
Oh, that's one way to put it.
All right. You'll have to explain that to me off air. I'd like to hear what that's all about. All right. Well, we've got the teams. Looks like they're getting ready. They're setting up. They should be ready to go here, hopefully in just a minute, I believe. Pavincat's assembling the troops there. Last week we did a quick run through of these U.S. West Coast rosters. Here, of course, we're covering to Soak and Lit. We did do last week. We brought the action between Soak and Silver Smurfers. What other teams out there in the West Coast are you interested in right now?
I think I'm really excited about Terror Bears. Just like watching them practice and the effort that they're putting into pushing boundaries. Like they're doing something that I freaking love, which is Snail on Split. And they're like not even trying to hide it. They're like, listen, we're doing this. Come at us. And it's been so dope to watch. Obo, up and coming. KQB Queen, I don't even call it up and coming. Like that man has proved himself at this point.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you know, just that dynamic that they've built with that team is just super excited. Elise just coming up, EG Free, shout out to my homegirl. It's always fun to see another badass woman playing video games.
Yep.
So like watching like the growth of her as a player and then how she's now growing that team of like people who are already super strong in the game, like All and Retro and Tycho have been playing this. Like Tycho was one of the first people I used to like stack with when I first got this game. And like the way they're all growing together and the way that Coach EG Free is now coming in and like saying like, here's the eggs, homies, like this is what we're gonna do, and they're coming together, and I'm just really excited to see how cleaned up it gets. I think that's gonna be a big one.
You're absolutely right. Yeah, when you say that Obo, he's no longer up and coming. He's here. He's arrived. Typically we kind of think of the top four, the big four queens right now, of course, being Yeesh. We got Lunch Meat here going tonight, Penguin, and then of course Peanut Phobia. But right after that tier, I think you gotta look at Obo, and he's one of those people who's right there. He's in the mix.
I mean, zero disagreement, 100%. That is on par.
Okay, now it looks like these guys are getting ready to go here.
Yeah. I'm really excited to see where this goes.
Yeah, me too.
My up-and-comer cheese nips. Let's go.
So, last season, of course, everything was best of 3 here. Now we've moved to a best of 5 series all throughout the regular season and as well for the first 2 rounds of the playoffs. So it will be first to 3 games. So that gives us a lot of time here to see some pretty good action.
Yeah, I mean, personally, these best of 3s, I'm not a huge fan of them. It's becoming like an endurance test. And when you have super evenly matched queens and teams, it really can get like very exhausting very quickly. And I never want to like complain about playing too much video games. Like that's not what it is. It's more of like at a competitive level, it can be really taxing just like mentally to like be able to have that high level focus for a while. Yo, shout out to KG, donated 20 bucks. Yo, KG. Okay, hold on. Let's talk about KG for 2 seconds. My man. 2 seconds before they jump into this game. KG came out tonight. Okay, we talk about another up and coming queen. KG was like, "Yo, hello, hi, my name is KG, and I'm gonna kill everyone by myself." Like his team did amazing stuff. We'll never take that away from them. They dunked those berries. They came out. They were hitting pincers with him. This is a first time season teen. Okay. But like KG came out there and was hitting like poetry J dives, dude. Poetry J dives, and just like soloing entire teams when his team was wiped to get them back out, and then they made stuff happen. Oh my god, beautiful matches earlier today on Peanut's stream.
All right, KG,
Good
we're
shit,
going to have to look
KG.
forward to seeing you next season in Tier 1. Come get involved. All right, and here we go. The teams are set. Let's see. First up is this. Looks like we're gonna have some Helix action going on.
It's all about them berry throws.
All right, you were talking up Cheese Nips here before the match. Let's see what Cheese Nips can do. We know Soak. They're gonna start with 2 berry runners. They're gonna have HDD. He's gonna try and grab a mace and go get his ledge game on.
Yeah, I mean, I think you might see something a little bit different. I think we're gonna see HDD.
Okay.
Oh, it looks like okay. Yeah,
like
I love it.
here.
There it is.
Going for the double mill strat. HDD choosing to go for the sword. Nar grabbing mace up top, and they're gonna go solo berries with Goose.
Yeah, I mean, you can do that because this man's gonna hit every jump. Look at that patience. He's like,
Yep.
no, I'll just wait a second. He's hit every jump, and now we have a Pavon on last.
Yeah,
Oh my
Pavon's down
God.
to last, and Gold here just needs 3 more berries.
Yeah, and I mean, despite there being 2 ledges, blue team's getting these berries
Yeah,
in.
they are.
So gold team needs to definitely not bump their berries in.
Yep.
And
Oh, Goose is gonna
Goose
hit
is
that.
gonna
There we
finish this
go.
out all
Yep,
by
he
himself.
He loves leaving that last berry for last, and he can get that
Yeah,
from
he
the
flexed
other
on
ledge.
them. He flexed
Yep.
on them. 1 for gold. Let's go Soak. Good stuff there from their squad.
Yeah, Blue, as you said, they were right hanging in there, though. They were making their fair share of their tosses, too. Here we go to Tally Fields. My favorite map as well as yours. All metas are in play here. Let's see what these teams decide to do coming out.
For sure. And we've seen, again, I mentioned it before, really strong berries from the blue team. They've been hitting a lot of those throws, too. I'm a little surprised about that Helix. I have no doubt that they can come back after that. But winning the opener, especially on this map, is super important. And right now, it looks like Pavon won that. No Warriors out for gold team. We're going to get HDD out on right, though. So
cleared.
Let me eat my words. And we have Goose just dominating the berry game right now.
So Michael Bolton running that snail. So it looks like Blue's opting to go for a little bit more of a military-heavy presence here and pushing snail. They have 0 berries, whereas Gold Team we're seeing they like to mix it up here. Sometimes they'll start with berries and then they'll try and come back with snail. Right now they're going all berries all day, but Blue continues to push that snail hard.
Yeah, and to me, like right now, right where that snail is the perfect example of what I would call the danger zone. And I love that immediately my team knows that because they went to go pull it back. Like I would be on comms right now, like screaming, like, "Get the damn snail!" Oh, and almost a pinched Lunchmeat did it all by himself, and he's working on a Hattie right now.
Pavin is down to his last life, though. Lunch still has 1 more to spare. Looks like Goose has pulled that snail back. It looks like it's in a pretty safe spot now. I imagine he's going to try and go back and finish off these berries. Oh, but Lunchmeat coming in hot, getting the kill on Cat, giving Gold Team a 2-0 lead.
Oh, yeah.
First game.
Pavon was like, "You're not going to get a hat trick on me. You're going to get a Killer Queen Arcade hat trick. It's fine. Like, no cool emblems for you." That's 2 up for gold on the set. The match set. I don't know. What is this? What are we doing?
We're doing games now. We've
this
changed
is a
the
game?
nomenclature.
All right.
It goes maps. Oh, sorry, it goes maps and then game 1 and then the match as a whole. So here we go.
All right. Well, they got me. Split.
Split. It is. Both teams going heavy on the berries as to be expected. But Nar hopping on that snail. Now that's something I know that Soak has been working on. They've been trying to get that in their toolkit, having that down just in case they need to flex away from the berries. They do have that snail option.
Yeah, and down goes Cat to his last life. The snail doesn't even matter at this point, but now it's going to be really hard for Cat to make anything happen. Even if they were running Berry v Berry to go down 2 lives that early is just
he's in trouble.
No bueno.
Oh.
He's going to get 1 out of mid, though, and it's a froggy throw. So definitely someone who can make something happen.
Wants that
Goes
kill.
down immediately, though. They only have 3 berries left. They only have 3 berries left on Bloom, not counting this out right now. They need to get a warrior out. They need to stop. Oh,
yep.
Big clear by Cat, but not enough.
Not enough, and Soak will take the first game. Give them a 1-0 advantage. You can see the stats right there. Nar running that snail pretty hard. We saw that pre-game with those stats. He was averaging something like 830 snail meters per game. There you see him with 1K, and good lord, Mr. Mustard. I don't even know what to say, my man. 300. I don't even know. That's
That
awesome,
is
man. That
just
came
as
out of
beautiful
nowhere.
as an 8-2 death ratio and then a 7-3 with 18 berries. That is worth $300 to me. Okay,
That is
beautiful,
awesome.
beautiful. Mwah, mwah. Thank you, Mr. Mustard. That's awesome. We're now like 40% to your goal,
Yeah, we're
Chungus.
already we're making a
Let's
lot more
go.
progress than I thought we would. You guys are awesome. Thanks so much to the community, really getting behind this. You guys have been fantastic so far, coming through in the clutch. Really much appreciated. Yeah, I don't even know what to say about that. That's awesome. I thought it was going to take us a lot longer to get here. Guys, if you're just joining, please scroll down and click that donate button. It's going to the United Way COVID-19 Relief Fund. Everyone's doing their part here, and it's really, really very much appreciated. All you guys giving so generously.
Yeah, can't say it enough. This community freaking rocks. Thank you guys for keeping it this way.
Yes, they do. Absolutely no question about that.
If I could give each of you guys a scoop of my coconut 7-layer bar ice cream, I would. I don't share my ice cream with no one, but I'd give it to you guys.
Wow, that's saying a lot. Those are really touching words right there. And so we see
I'm assuming.
Soak
Yeah,
has
go ahead.
gone up. I was gonna say they've taken out a 1-game-to-nothing lead here on Lit. We saw Lit. They did some things pretty well. We saw on Helix they had a pretty close game there. What kind of adjustments do you think they need to make here to stay in this match and come back for game 2?
I think one we saw, I mentioned it earlier, a super aggressive cat. We need to see him tone it down a little bit. He has superb warriors on his roster. Like, again, I couldn't say enough good things about Cheese Nips, Froggy Fro, and Bolton. Two like really great compliments. And so give them a little bit of trust. Give them time. Get them up. And give them a little time to like make things happen for you, because I saw a lot of solo cat plays versus the Soak just coordination, just like poetry coordination that we know and love. Great ledging by both HGD and Gnar on those maps, and just wonderful berry play from Goose.
Absolutely, yeah. In the chat here, I saw a lot of people giving Goose some love, talking about those crazy ledge throws he's got.
Oh boy, let's see it again. Let's do it again.
Coming through. Thanks so much, Brickmat. Big
Hey.
strong elbow bump to you, my friend. And here we go. We see Soak starting with a somewhat different strat here. HCD wasn't able to get up at the middle gate. We see Goose still pushing those berries. Nar's got the ledge up. It looks like Blues, they're up big here.
Yeah,
and the ledge
Lunch
goes
we
down.
really invested in getting Lunch out, or in getting
HDD,
Hot Tick out,
yep.
and it didn't work the way he wanted it to.
Yep.
But he's out now, so with 4 berries left,
it might be
versus
too
the 5.
low, too late. I don't know. Blue only needs 2. Their barrier aggression really paying off. Bolton missing the throw. He's gonna want that one back.
Yeah, and Goose not hitting all those this time. And now they're being contested. With Lunch down 1 life, this could be a little bit tougher.
Oh,
nice up off the back.
Yep, and we're seeing the gold come back in. This is now tied up. Oh, there's the throw from Cheese Nips. Very nice toss.
And Lunch meets denying those warriors from coming back up.
Oh, Goose
beautiful
with a rare
stuff
miss.
there.
Goose can go for the dunk. He can finish it. One more dunk. Oh,
there it is. And it's right there.
Goose with the dunk. Man, some uncharacteristic misses
Goose can do it all
by
by
Gold.
himself.
And Blue, they were on the money. They got off to a real strong start there and almost took that map right there.
Yeah. I think that they made the correct pivots in those moments. I think that we just saw, a seasoned team coming out and doing what they do best. So good stuff there from Soak.
This is the first time we're seeing Pod. Typically a very military-heavy map. I expect both teams are going to try and get their guys up and hopefully try and pull some Snell back here if possible.
Oh yeah, if Pavan can stay alive and get his warriors out, we're going to see some crazy stuff. They do get 1 out of left, which is all you need to make stuff happen early in a game. So, and it's a Cheese Nips. Come on, Cheese Nips, make me proud. Been talking this huge game. Let's go.
Pavan has lost 1 life, so Gold's got the advantage there, and they've gone full mill. They're saying, forget Snail, we're just going to take it to you guys and try and get those queen kills. They have a lot of faith in their military game. As we saw before the match, they got that really high KD ratio, and they're putting all their faith in the military right now.
Oh, definitely. Beautiful stuff there. We're going to have Speednar, which is going to come in handy now because they just lost Goose.
Yep. So
nice little
bean
throws. Oh, I love it. I love it. Nothing like a good bean stun. Get him.
Yep. Okay, Nar's got that speed sword now. Nar, he's more the team's objective guy, but he also does have a very strong sword game. You gotta watch out for him, especially when he's got...
Yeah, his speed sword is just getting immaculate. Lunch going down to last life.
Yeah, Cheese Nips picking up the kill. Lunch is on last. This could be Blue's opportunity to take their first map and draw some blood. Oh, Lunch with a nice bait and getting the kill on Pavan. Both queens down to their last life. Here we go.
On fire. Board is locked for Gold. Last life. If Lunch stays alive, this looks like easy money for a Gold team.
All right, here we go. They're setting up the pinch. Oh, Pavan getting some clears.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Pavan played it well. He was doing a good job clearing out Soak's warriors, but in the end, Lunchmeat was there and sniped the kill. Well played.
Oh wait, no, that's a blue team. That's a blue team win.
Oh my goodness. Okay, wow.
Yeah,
I didn't think so either. That looked like a Lunchmeat kill. Oh, holy cow! I was totally wrong about that. My bad, Lit, not trying to take a win off
but
you
also
guys.
like cool.
All right, very cool. So Licket's on the board with their first win here. Sorry, we're going to
Cat
Spire.
was on last life. Sorry.
Yes.
First Spire of the night.
Yep, first Spire of the night, and let's see if some of that confidence from Pod translates over. This is another traditionally military-heavy map. Let's see if Pavan can squeeze out another one here.
Yeah, 2 warriors. We have 2 swords to some maces right now, and blue team taking down some gold warriors. We don't want to see them. This is the point where I would be saying, like, hey, don't fight alone. Goose, go support Lunchmeat. And now Pavan's going to have a warrior of his own to show some support.
Soak does have 2 warriors up, though, and they're moving Snail. Goose making a rare Snail appearance here. Let's see if they can give him some support. Blue's trying to get at least one more up here. Cheese Nip struggling to get up. Looks like he's going to go.
Nar holding some really cute columns, but he's got taken out by Froggy Fro. And the carousel continues. They're doing a great job on Gold side of one warrior is going down. It doesn't mean much. The blue team's not doing much to stop the reformations now.
All right, here we go. Nar picking up a nice kill on Pavan. The first queen death here so far. We got a pretty longer map.
I've been teaching Nar about columns, and he's been spreading the gospel to the great people of Killer Queen.
HDD
Black.
with a rare Snail appearance. Can he drag it across the finish line? Here we go.
Yeah, what did I tell you? We had this conversation. I told you, didn't I? The man believes.
Oh, here we go.
Now.
He does on Goose.
That's looking like a easy close. Don't you love it when you do all the work of getting the snail most of the way and then someone else takes it from you?
Goose sniping it, dragging it across the finish line, putting Soak up 2 maps to 1 here. In the second game, we now move to the Trap House. First time we've seen BQK come up so far today.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what Blue does here because they haven't managed to outmill Soak yet. But their berry game has been comparable, right? So I think they have to kind of figure out how to leverage those 2 things. But with an opening like that, it might be a little bit tougher to come back. They did get one mill out, and they do seem to be running berries for Blue. So let's see what they can make happen.
Yeah, they're a little bit in trouble here. Now you got Goose. Goose had the sword and board. He's got to be pretty upset about going down. He doesn't die a lot when he gets that combination. But Gold is still dominating the day with the military. Lunchmeat has yet to go down. Pavan's on his last life, and he's going to need a lot more help.
Yeah. I feel like we're going to see someone go gun. Yeah, there's a Goose gun. I'm a little delayed. Sorry. Once you see Goose go gun, you call it. That's it. It's a wrap. Beautiful stuff there from Nar.
Well played here. You see the Snail leader, HDD, doing work, also carrying the day with an 18-7 KDR.
What
Very
a
strong
game.
play all the way around by HDD.
Yeah, but Nar with the 18 and 6. Beauty.
Yep.
Beauty.
Yeah, there's that dangerous sword we were talking about. He is mainly an eco and snail guy, but when he gets going with that warrior, he can be really hard to take down.
Yeah, you're seeing a little bit of harsher KDs from Blue Team, who I know just can make stuff like that happen as well. I think just like losing opens can be really, really challenging, and when you have aggressive, like we're seeing the truly aggressive side of Sokir. When you have that unleashed on a team that hasn't been able to sustain a warrior presence, it can get really, really tough in Killer Queen Black.
Yep. Looking at the big chat stream, for those who, like myself, were confused about what happened there on pod. Oh, there we go. I got a nice donation. Bren. Thanks very much for coming through in the clutch. Really very much appreciated. You guys have all been awesome tonight. Every dollar does help, guys, so thanks so much, and keep those coming in. We've got Chibi James here. He's trying to explain and break it down for us what's going on. Looks like it's just kind of a visual bug as to how Pavin got the kill there on lunch meat. Definitely threw me for a loop. But thanks for explaining that to everybody there, James. Here we go to split.
All right. If Soap goes snail again, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna lose my cool. I'm telling ya. I loved it.
We'll see what happens here. It looks like Nara's going to opt to at least start with berries up top if he can. Oh, it gets taken down. So Pavin, I think that's going to be the strategy here. He's going to have to just farm these workers, right?
Oh, for sure. And you see a speed goose. I'm interested to see what he's going to do with it. Oh, he's going to do something beautiful with it.
Oh, boy.
Is he going for it? He's going
full
soak mode.
Oh, he's going for soak mode. Almost got it. Pavin was there real quick. Let's see. They're going to try and support him. He's running around. Can he get it?
Yeah. Oh, what a kill. Yeah, you don't want that to happen. The process of it happening, something worse happened.
Nar's also got the speed going. Oh, we had another nice donation from Dad9788. Thanks so much.
Yeah, $4.20. That can get you 3 crispy potato soft tacos at Taco Bell. Did you know that?
Can it now? Right. That's good to know.
Yeah, there's an order. If you want to know what the 420 order is at Taco Bell for perfect got you. Beautiful legend here from Goose. He's just taking down anything that comes in his path.
He's got that speed, sword, and board. Once he gets that, he's so dangerous. He also got HDD roaming around there with the sword.
Yeah, you definitely
they got their ledges fully in place.
You definitely saw Soak looking to go the snail route at the beginning, and an easy pivot from them. And when you have a sword and board out with speed, it's tough, and he's not coming down from that ceiling.
Yeah, Nara's gonna be able to pretty easily, I think, here get in these last 2 berries. He's just got so much support up top. I'd be shocked if he can't get in. He's got 1 more berry. Lunch does go down, but he still has another leg to spare.
Nice little pinch there with Cat to like clear out some space, but oof.
Lunch giving Nar all kinds of support, getting the big kill so Nar can finish it off with the dunk.
Oh yeah, if anybody wants to know the perfect 420 order, it's 3 crispy potato soft tacos, sub the chipotle sauce for spicy ranch, and that is a perfect crisp at 7% tax rate, $4.20. You're welcome.
Here on the Big Show, we have all kinds of inside scoop knowledge. You're simply just not going to hear that kind of insider information on any other stream. Much appreciated,
Nowhere.
Daddy.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a big play right there. And here we go, back to BQK. Pavin coming out swinging, getting a first kill on Lunch.
That's the first opener that we've seen Pavin really dominate in, and they got 2 out for it, but it's not changing very much here as they all go down. Full mill with a goose gun. That's a scary place to be. Such a scary place to be.
Very interesting, but that is something I think we're seeing more and more of on this map. You're seeing teams go full mill, 2 melee with 1 gun, and it's pretty effective.
I also think doing that can kind of like be a detriment, right? Because you're not gold isn't pushing or an objective other.
It's risky for sure.
On right now, and I don't know. You can really get screwed in the end, like right now.
Yep, exactly. If you don't get that, if you don't get those quick queen kills, then you can find yourself behind the 8 ball a little bit. Right now, both queens are down to their last life, but blue does have the berry advantage, so they're up here a little bit.
Yeah, and your gun can't ledge, right? Your gun can face the queen. and kill little baby drones, and then it goes down and things get hard. We're gonna get a sword and board up out of Gnar though, which could change the tide. But Goose is like, no, I want my gun kill.
He's determined. He
Him.
wants the snipe. Is he gonna get it? Oh,
Oh, surrounded on all sides. Cat's
yeah.
down.
Cat had absolutely nowhere to go. He had Lunch above him, HDD to the right, and Goose on the left. That's a pinch of all pinches right there. And Blue's got their back to the wall here. If Gold goes ahead and takes this map, that will be the third map of the game, the third game of the match. That'll wrap it up.
Beautiful stuff here from both teams. I think if I know Cat, he's gonna take his team. He's gonna give a nice little, we tried, we did, no hard feelings, and he will they're gonna watch these VODs immediately and make stuff happen. But the game's not over yet. So.
It's not over yet, and the two times we have seen these guys play here in Helix, Blue is taking it down to the wire. So they're very much in this. They've got a real chance here.
Oh, for sure. Great movement from Cat, but he's gonna get caught by Lunch Meat. And Barry's flowing for both teams right now, with no ledges. There's no ledges on either side. Both queens are taking stuff out.
I've seen Gold miss wow. Gold's missing quite a few throws here.
Yeah, but
it's HDD with the ha-has. There we go. Evan's on his last life.
Only 3 berries for blue team. I want to see some dope dunks right now.
3 and 3. Oh, Goose swooping in with the kill on Cat, and that's going to do it. That is map 3, that is game 3, and that is the match. Goes to Soak.
Beautiful performance from both teams. Super dominant performance here from Soak. Great aggression. Staying alive. These KDs have just been absolutely gorgeous. We see here Gnar running most of the objective in that match. I don't know what we're calling it anymore. And that little 5 or 3 games, Gnar running a huge objective. Cheese Zips with 11 berries. Good stuff there.
You see Lunch Meat with such a dominant performance. Check that out, the 33 KDR.
You know what?
Laying kills and deaths as well.
Any berries, so whatever.
Yeah, that's true.
Whatever.
He did not pull through with the berry like he did last time. We're going to have to dock him for that.
For sure.
It's a very good match overall. That was a lot of fun. Looking ahead to what's coming up on the docket, Lit's next game is going to be Terror Bears. What do you think they can take away from this match as they move to 0-2 and hopefully carry forward with them against their upcoming match versus Terror Bears and the rest of the season going forward?
There's no team in Tier 1 that doesn't have strong warrior play. So never will take that away from Terror Bears, but you're going to have just one of the most aggressive dog fighting, I'll win them all queens in Oboe. And so Pavan, someone who is traditionally super aggressive himself, is really going to have to put his faith in his warriors to work together and make things happen. He really is going to have to find a way to trust them and make sure he's hitting those openings to get them out and work together to take on the Oboe squad. Because if you keep Oboe's squad up and you have to deal with Oboe, I don't know, it's gonna be real scary. But I'm again, Cheese Nips Froggy Fro coming in this season looking so strong. They've been playing in weekend events week after week, just really dominating and supporting all the queens in the community. So I have no doubt that they can make some stuff happen there.
Now we see So Squad moves to 2-0 here. Their next matchup is going to be against Sailor Moon. We saw they had a pretty dominant performance here tonight. Were there any weaknesses in their game or any things you think that they need to improve on in order to keep some momentum going forward for the rest of the season?
I've shared a couple of opinions on the Goose Gun.
Yes,
I think sometimes, especially on Black Queenskeep and Tally Fields, getting that gun up when you don't have a strong objective. If opposing queen is on last life, let's do it. Screw it, let's go. If your objective is only a couple bears away, you're then dominating 2 of the 3 objectives. And that's always my message to everyone is you always want to be controlling at least 2 of the 3 objectives to really feel like you're in a good pressuring state. If you're not, then you need to get to a place that can do that. So I think especially on those maps, when you get out a gun and you don't have control of another objective, you're putting yourself in a spot to really be taken aback, because one gun kill can take as long as maybe 5-6 berries, right? So you really want to be a little bit more strategic about it. So I think other than that, I don't know. I think Soak played freaking beautifully tonight. I think we saw really great carousel and objectives. Someone went down, someone else was coming up. We never saw a problem where they were truly locked out of gates. Lunch did a great job of having gate control and pressuring Cat out of those gate areas when he needed to get people up. So if they keep that up, this is going to be a great season for Soak.
Yeah, absolutely. We quickly reviewed and went over everything that happened last week. There were some great games there. There's already been a couple really great games, mainly out in the Eastern Circuit so far this week. Thursday night is coming to an end. We're moving into the weekend, but there's still a lot of games left to be played in Tier 1 here. Friday, 11 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, we got a Tier West matchup. We've got Terrorberries versus Silver Smurfers. Also, Friday at midnight, we got a Tier 1 matchup of GGG versus Snailer Moon. And then coming up Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, a Tier 1 matchup on the East Coast. We've got the 1-0 Penguin Peeps versus the 0-1 Soak Squad. That's going to be an awesome matchup. That's going to be a repeat of the third place bronze medal match from last season. All three of those matches don't have a caster assigned yet. So if you're a caster and you're listening to this right now, go ahead and sign yourself up for one of those matches. We've got a lot of great matches coming up this weekend, and we definitely need our casters participating and bringing coverage to all the people for those matches.
For sure. If you're just checking out this stream, you can head over to KQBdiscord.com and get connected to the Killer Queen Black community. And you'll also find all of these sorts of things like the caster sheets, the game schedules, how to play the game. You'll get a penguin emote and a thumbs down eventually once we know you well enough. Lots of fun stuff goes on in there. So please go and check that out. And thank you for everyone who came out and tuned into this. If you like Chungus mentioned, if you do want to get in on those castings, we do have the casting or the match sheet pinned to the Indie Gaming League Discord channel on the KQB Discord, and you can check out the entire TV guide, so to speak, that we got going on there.
Yep. And thanks to all of you. As you can see, we put a big dent in that donation bar today, $477.10. You guys are absolutely awesome. Thanks so much for the donations and the follows. Everyone who came out today, really, really huge. Can't thank you guys enough. I got Meeseeks over there. He's giving me the eye. He's queuing up the music. He's telling me it's about time for us to get on out of here. I really want to thank both teams, Soak and Lit, for putting on an awesome show here tonight. Thanks to the captains, Goose and Cat, for helping coordinate this and set this up and letting me bring you guys this entire match and let me stream. Thanks to my producer, Mr. Meeseeks, and a very special thanks to you, Daddy, my guest host, for coming on tonight. It was a really great time.
Always and forever. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.
And thank you. And thanks to the audience. Thanks to all of you for tuning in. Big thanks to all of you who followed and donated. KG, Brickmat, so many others. I really appreciate all you guys.
Mr. Mustard with $300.
That's right, Mr. Mustard. How can I forget? Big shout out to you. Thanks so much, everyone. This has been The Big Show, and I'm Big Chungus, reminding you to get involved, win your clashes, and as always, have fun. Be sure to tune in next time for continued coverage of the 2020 IGL Spring Circuits. Until then, happy gaming, everyone, and good night.
GG's, boys. Mopping the floor with people and shit. We're definitely still on. Thank you, Chung. Hello, 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 hello. I'm trying to see if I'm going through the stream. Hold on. God damn it, Chungus.